anything different about us?
We may have actually figured out the
Let's hope that
microphones.
on this episode, we actually did figure it out.
If you didn't notice last time, we may have gotten ahead of ourselves. We may have talked the whole time about how we were using our brand new cool microphones. Turns out we didn't know what we were doing, and it didn't record our microphones the whole time.
Pretty much.
But we figured it out, so we're back.
We're hoping that we figured it out.
Hopefully this sounds good.
And we sound like pros.
So this is the TV Guides podcast. We have developed our marketing in the last
Ollie has
3
done
days.
a lot of the legwork.
I've done a lot of social media-ing. We share the responsibilities. Alex does all of the editing because I have no interest in doing that. I tried once, it failed, and I gave up. But I do a lot of our social media, I
You
guess.
have to withstand being able to hear yourself speak, which can be horrible and humbling. And
It's funny because that's not really my issue with editing. It's just the actual
it
editing.
is also very tedious.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't do
And
that.
you might
I
tell
can
because in
upload
a lot
and
of them
tweet.
I just get sick of it and there is no editing toward the end.
That's life.
You know
Life
what, guys?
has no
The
editing
two of
at
you,
the end.
you're survivors and you've put up with us so far, so you can handle it.
Listen, we hit a milestone today. We hit a major milestone today, besides the microphones. We had a podcast that I'm obsessed with, like one of my tweets from our
What's the
website,
podcast?
from our Twitter.
Describe the podcast.
So the podcast is Sorry Not Sorry with Jenna Kim Jones, and it's a couple, and it's really funny. She's a comedian
They're
and
Mormons, right?
They are Mormons. They're Mormons, but they don't talk about it much on the podcast. The only time I've heard them talk about it is in reference to like Mormon traditions, like people asking
Just
them
like the
about
cultural
stuff.
Element.
Right. They're not, it's not like a religious podcast. She's a really funny comedian and she's a motivational speaker, and he is actually like IT for a company, but they're a great pair and I think they're really funny. And they have a segment on their podcast called Today's Win, and it's basically like you tweet at them your today's win, which is a sarcastic win, something that like wasn't a win for you, and kind of a fail. So today I tweeted this morning, today's win, ... made a vegan black bean breakfast sandwich, left it on stove, got a sausage, egg, and cheese at Rofa, hashtag fail, and I tagged them in it. And they liked it, which means that we could be on their podcast, and that would be baller. So we officially have a website. On the website, there's a contact page that I have awesomely updated today. And it has links to our YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitter, email, and Facebook page.
Yeah, you can access us at all points.
At all points from our website. And we are on iTunes. Guess who my boyfriend saw at work today? T-Pain.
What?
Yeah. Yep. So my boyfriend works at University of Maryland, and apparently T-Pain is performing there tonight.
Oh my god.
He was walking past him, and he was like, I really wanted to take a picture.
You should
but
have taken a cue
he
from
said,
his PDF.
he's like, I don't think that he wanted a cop walking up to him to take a
Maybe
picture.
not. Maybe not. You got to be careful when you're a cop.
Yeah. Well, and he said, like, that he was definitely, like, may have been smoking some pot.
Oh.
So he's like, I just avoided the area.
I mean, of course.
But he's like, it was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
I know, right? I think it's pretty cool. It's almost as cool as us meeting, like, 1 million people at Moon Tower.
Yeah, well, that's really cool to us.
But not
was
as cool. It's not as universal as
freaking
T-Pain.
out about us meeting Kate Flannery, and I was like, this is the person everyone is going to freak out. This is Meredith from The Office.
Yeah.
She's been in our homes for years. And I think I texted my brother the picture of Molly with Kate Flannery, and he was like, what?
Who is that?
Oh my God. Kate Flannery from The Office. Meredith. He got it eventually. But I mean, I was thinking about it today, and I was sort of marveling about meeting her.
Yeah, me too. The whole thing. Like, I still can't, like, function about the fact that, like, the whole thing happened.
I know. I just want that to be life. Just, like, wandering in and out of comedy clubs.
I know. For real.
With a badge.
Because it's so cool.
Go on in, you know. Sit wherever. Be entertained. It was pretty awesome.
So cool.
They're actually having a TV festival here in Austin. You guys might have heard about it. I don't know exactly what goes on, but I remember seeing that they had like a Gilmore Girls reunion last year. So they do some interesting stuff. If you guys are in Austin, you should check it out. Paramount does a lot of cool things. I think
That's insane.
They're doing like a stand-up comedy summer camp where you can like train with a stand-up or with a couple stand-ups and learn how to write jokes and stuff, which seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for next year. I definitely don't think that you should work it because then we won't be able to do all the
know,
stuff.
And we met this girl at the happy hour who didn't seem that enthused by her experience, but she just seemed kind of not into everything that was going on.
She seemed not into comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why then you would volunteer.
And
it's volunteer. They're not getting paid, so what are you even doing?
What are you even doing, lady?
What are you doing?
I saw somebody walking down the street with a Voodoo Donuts box and thought of you the other day.
Because I was obsessed.
They were really good.
They're so good. How do you not get them every day?
Donuts. Well, obviously I can't do
that.
I
would anyway.
Yeah, they were awesome. In Maryland, or in the East Coast, I guess, you can find Fractured Prune, which is really good. I was compare the two.
Totally. And I didn't know. I passed a Fractured Prune in, like, the hood today.
I thought there was like, only one in Ocean City.
But no, there was one on, I passed one, and it was down Old Harford Road.
Oh, really?
And I was just very surprised.
One near the Home Depot, if you guys are familiar with that beautiful area.
Oh, yeah?
It's a garbage area. It's right near the Walmart. But if you guys know that area, please comment, because we're from the same place.
Yeah. Well, Baltimoreans, we stick together.
I mean, yeah.
We have to.
Stand up for our city. Who else is going to? You know?
No one else will.
It's a bad rap.
It does. Rightfully so at times. It does.
It's a place where our family lives.
Right, exactly. It's where I grew up.
They're not going anywhere, so, you know.
It's true. It's true. My family is stuck here.
I feel like people that are from Baltimore cannot leave. It's some sort of like if they leave, they'll turn to dust.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like
a
lot of
be able to be anywhere else.
I know. I feel like a lot of hometowns are like that, but yeah, I definitely think it's the thing.
Baltimore is just such a weird, quirky place.
I feel like nobody in my high school left or are planning on ever leaving. I'm pretty sure no one in my high school went anywhere.
Yeah. Well, people in my high school went everywhere because apparently they have money that I don't have.
That's true.
Like scrolling through Facebook.
No, everybody just stayed here. Most people stayed here, and I was like, peace out. Can I just say that these are the episodes that have turned Alex into a fan?
Yeah, so these two together, I think.
Oh, the one with the stone guy. So Alex watched ahead because she's a fan now, and she watched the beginning of the one with the stoned guy. And who is the special guest of the one with the stone guy?
It's John Lovitz.
Yep.
Yes, John Lovitz, who was recently in social media as part of an old man prank.
Killer pull.
Tasteless.
Killer pull for first season Friends.
Yeah, he's hilarious in it. As much as John Lovitz can be hilarious in it, you know, that kind of sitcom.
But it was a good pull. They spent some money.
I love in like a live audience sitcom when a star comes on as a guest, the audience goes, ooh. It's really satisfying to me. But yeah, these two episodes are so good. I think it's because they're very Chandler heavy, and I really love Chandler, and I really like kind of how the guys' dynamic is going. I think it's really fun. So
I was thinking too, while I was like downstairs with my mom before this, we were watching some shows, and The Odd Couple is on TV right now, and I know you don't have cable because
it's on both.
some people can like live without cable, and some people can't, i.e. me.
I don't know why I haven't gotten way more done since I got rid of cable, though. I feel like I should have like written a book by now because of all the Bravo I used to watch that I can no longer watch.
But you
it was
can
like
watch
a
Bravo on
part-time
Netflix.
job keeping up with Bravo, and like, what am I doing? Why didn't I? Why haven't
Because
I
it's
done
all
so
on
much
Netflix.
more?
All the housewives are on Netflix. You just had to switch
No,
to
they're
Netflix.
not. They're not on Netflix. I
Oh,
don't
they're on
think so.
Hulu.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll just rewatch all of The Office. That's a productive way to spend your time.
Well, The Odd Couple is a show on TV right now, and it's based off of that like old movie.
Oh, the new Odd Couple.
The new Odd
Matthew
Couple, and it's got Matthew Perry in it, and I am obsessed with the show. The first season's done, so you should check Netflix to see if it's on there. But Hulu might have it, but I don't know. But the first season's got to be somewhere on there.
Yeah.
You should check it
I'm
out.
excited
It's
about
really
it.
good, and he's in it, and I'm obsessed with him anyway.
And in the last episode of Friends, didn't they sing the Odd Couple theme song?
They did.
Season 1, Episode 13, the one with the boobies.
Sexy Chandler in his sexy suit,
He just looks so good. I'm a pervert.
even with a wide tie.
Yeah. Oh, it's fine.
Can I just say that blanket that she's covering herself up with, Throwback Thursday. I feel like that blanket is
That's a
everywhere.
mom blanket.
It is. It's like a
You
mom
got
for
that
a
from your
mom. Yeah.
Theme song.
Jennifer Aniston. So, I spent like a half an hour at work today Googling Jennifer Aniston red carpet outfits. got some good throwbacks with Brad Pitt.
We have a long history to pull from with Jennifer Aniston's look.
We do. Oh my god, we do. She transforms hardcore in it. Because she's dating Brad Pitt here.
Oh, is she really?
She
Oh my
dates Brad
God.
Pitt. Well, I don't know if she dates him now, but she's dating him in 96.
Wow, they were together
And
for a
this
long
is in
time.
94, so I'm assuming that they're still together.
You guys are probably too young to remember actually them dating. To remember before Angelina.
That's pretty much it.
I remember. I was bummed.
But you tell it really well, sweetie.
Okay. Now go away so we can talk about you.
Okay, I'll miss you.
Isn't he great? He's so cute. And he seems to like you so much. I know. He's so sweet. Oh, he's so complicated. You know, and for a shrink, he's not too shrinky. You know?
So you think you'll do it on his couch?
This
Oh,
guy's
I don't know.
look.
I think that's a little weird, you know.
Oh, he's fantastic. His
is
character, whoever thought up his character, killed it.
Yeah, I mean he's a great I don't know what the word is, plot device.
Yeah.
In
You
this
can't,
episode.
I mean, just the writing there is phenomenal because
They use
he's
all of
so
Phoebe's
insane.
boyfriends as plot devices.
Well, to be fair, Phoebe is pretty much a plot device. Phoebe and Joey are both just like extra people that just happen to be in every
Because you have
episode.
to have 3 girls and 3 boys.
Yeah. And Joey, I mean, Joey doesn't really develop. I will say that. Joey, nothing too exciting. He does have a pretty significant relationship kind of going on. I want to say 7th or 8th season.
Mm-hmm.
No, probably 8th season, I think. He has like a significant relationship that you'll be interested in. However,
Ooh.
Phoebe does actually have like a good plot line in like the last 3 seasons.
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, but up until then, they don't really have much going on. They're pretty much like just additions to like keep the plot going.
How do you feel about Phoebe's tendrils? Her curled pieces of hair. On
I
the
remember
side
it
of her.
being a thing. I did that. I
Just
definitely
curled
did
two
that.
pieces.
The what is that? Amish. There's a name for those
Hasidic
people.
Jews.
Hasidic Jews. I'm like, not Amish. Amish. Something.
Just for a couple of days. I got a job midtown. I figure I'm better off staying with the kid than hauling my ass back and forth on a ferry. I don't know this one.
Oh, this is my friend Roger.
Hi. Hey, good to meet you, Roger. You too, sir. What happened to the puppet guy?
Glasses are so hipster.
Oh, excuse me.
What's with the grease in his
No,
hair?
the hair.
Like, when that's a look, when people do that, is it wet? Is it oily? Or is it like
According
crunchy?
to Charles Gross on YouTube, and if you guys don't subscribe to Charles Gross, you should. He's an 18-year-old New Yorker who has a lot to say about fashion. He says that this slicked back hair is a cool style, and he's young, so I trust him.
It's
But
not a cool
It looks
style.
bad in this moment.
I think it looks bad all the time. It makes me look like it makes me think that you're dirty.
You're greasy.
And or at least it makes me think that I don't want to touch you.
How about this
So
meatball
at the
that's
very
Joey's
least,
dad?
even if you're not completely disgusting and gross, I definitely
You look
don't
gross.
want to touch you. So-
Joey's dad reminds me of Teresa's husband on The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Oh my God! Yes, Teresa
Joe, is his name
Giudice.
Joey? Joe?
Joe.
Joe Gudice. No, I'm sorry. Joe Judice.
Giudice. They changed it mid-season.
Hold on one second, but I gotta call my work.
Mom, let's take a family picture.
Albie, Christopher.
Hey, what are you doing? Oh, don't even tell me that. We're actually celebrating Caroline's 50th birthday over here. Hold on, here she comes, my bitch wife. She's such a But anyway, I'm gonna hang up and be like, I'm gonna talk to you like whatever.
Who are you talking to?
My worker, what the
Oh, why'd you walk away?
What am I gonna do? Talk to her in the on over there? Huh?
Joe, your dad's in love big time. And the worst part of it is, it's with two different women.
Oh, man. Please tell me one of them is Ma.
Of course one of them's Ma. What's the matter with you?
I love this where you see Joey cooking because
Mad cooking.
but you don't see him cook. Like, it's such a weird trait for them to throw to him because he's not like that.
Yeah, I've never seen him cook, but I've only seen
No,
him
and I'm
13
pretty sure he doesn't really cook. He likes sandwiches. He makes a lot of sandwiches, but he doesn't really cook. And
I
so
do
it's
like
just
them
weird.
like being in the middle of making food and then having a scene and just like waving the food around.
Yes. Yeah, he definitely does that quite a bit.
A lot of prop.
I'm so obsessed with that shelving unit that we noticed in the last podcast
There's so much
because
happening.
I am going to be watching it every
It changes.
episode now.
The Gatorade's gone.
Well, but I need to know what episode it goes away in because it's not there most of the series. It's just a wall. I just really want to know. Is the dry erase board there on the back of their door now?
I don't remember.
It's not a dry erase board. It's like a magnet board. Do you remember the magnet boards that were big when we were little?
Yeah.
It's one of those. I know. It makes it even better, right? Because it's not a dry erase board. It's one of those magnet boards.
Yeah, because just, put things up on magnets. With
Yeah.
magnets.
But I wonder if it's there. We should have looked just now, but it'll go back. I kind of like Rachel's outfit here.
It's everything that she wears could be purchased at Forever 21 right now.
It's true. That's so
Why is
true.
Joey
Everything
just have
that she
a
wears.
jar of peanut butter.
That's so funny.
And also, I will say about these 2 episodes, I'm starting to find Ross a little teeny tiny micron bit funny.
This blows.
I know. I mean, why can't parents just stay parents, you know? Why do they have to become people? Why do they have... Why can't you stop staring at my breasts?
What? What?
Did you not get a good enough look the other day?
All right. We're all adults here. There's only one way to resolve this. Since you saw her boobies, I think you're gonna have to show her your pee-pee.
You know, I don't see that happening.
Come on. He's right. Tit for tat.
I know.
But a little tiny, teeny bit. Not too much.
I begin to see him just slightly sexy.
I like that he's leaving his, like, pining for Rachel behind a little bit. For the time
Yeah, he's
being.
not being as in your face about it. That's true.
Raj.
Everybody hates Raj. I don't think, like, I could not deal with a guy like that.
A therapist as a friend.
No. Not like that.
Yeah.
He's
well,
so...
I don't know how common it is for them to just, like, dig into the psyche of the people that they're hanging out with.
I don't know. I went to school with a bunch of English majors, and a lot of them were obsessed with psychology, and a lot of them did that.
They pulled from it to write.
Can we note Joey glaring at them in the background?
He's just eating out of the peanut butter.
He's just sticking his fingers in the peanut butter and eating. It's really funny because I'm not sure whose wedding it is. Or if it's a party, but I think it's a wedding later on in the series. I want to say it's, well, I shouldn't tell you whose wedding it is, but it's a wedding and Monica's helping with it. And she has to prepare like a possible list of appetizers to get approved. And she's like getting suggestions and Joey takes it and one of his suggestions was peanut butter fingers. And she was like, what are peanut butter fingers? And then he held up his hand like he was holding a jar of peanut butter, stuck out his 2 fingers and dipped it into the jar and ate it.
Oh.
And she was like, we can't
You
serve
better put
peanut
a mark.
butter
You better mark that jar.
We can't serve that. Oh, I've done that before though.
Me too, but
it happens.
It's
Peanut
different
butter's
when it's
good.
you.
Right.
So we have to point out that today's Freud's birthday, or is it his birthday? Freud's
Rogers?
birthday? No, Sigmund Freud, according to Google.
Today? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to yawn a lot
So
during
it's
this
apropos
episode.
that we're watching this psychology-heavy episode. But I feel like they've been
That's
doing a lot of
funny.
this lately. Like they did it with Chandler's mom. A lot of sort
Psychology
of Freudian
stuff?
themes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Real, basic, but...
Well, I think also they're trying to get like major interesting plot points because they're trying to build up the first season.
Yeah, and backstory and everything.
Right.
This lady,
the affair. So Joey's dad is having an affair on his mom with another lady, and that's causing a lot of issues with Joey. He does not like that. So we're meeting the mistress right now, who introduces herself as the mistress.
I'm the mistress.
I'm the mistress. The mistress.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, I forgot.
Oh, look, it's the woman we ordered.
Hey, can we help you?
Ah, no thanks. I'm just waiting for Joey Tribbiani.
I'm Joey Tribbiani.
Oh, no, not you. Big Joey. Oh, my God. You're so much cuter than your pictures. I'm Ronnie. Cheese nip?
Joey's having an embolism. But I'd go for a nip, you know.
I was thinking today that certain women's names are not given to baby girls anymore. like Ronnie. I thought Sherry is not a name that's given to babies anymore.
No. And I like older names. I always thought if I was to have a kid, I would name him like Eleanor or something.
That's cute. And she could
Old.
go by like Ellie or something.
Yeah.
I do like it that the dining room chairs are pulled up against the foosball table as if it is a dining room table.
I know.
This leopard outfit, Trisha Paytas, get on this. Get to Kmart. Get your leopard outfit.
Get to Kmart. This outfit is killer for her age at this age.
I love it.
You know,
you do you.
Yeah. There's someone that I know that like is obsessed with leopard print. And I'm
a person in real life.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just can't get into it. And like, I guarantee you it's because of some weird psychological shit. Because ever since I was really little, I remember my mom telling me, don't wear leopard print. It's trashy.
My mom probably said the same thing.
And so I never wore it. And now I'm like, ew, leopard print.
I have leopard print flats.
See,
but I wouldn't wear like a leopard print outfit.
I know, but see, I can't. I don't think I would ever. I don't own anything leopard print. I don't think that I could bring myself to buy something leopard print. I got leopard print on my nails for the first time like a month ago, and I thought of it, and I was like, "That's growth." Like I thought through it in my head while I was getting it done, and I was like, "That's growth." I don't think this is trashy, and that's 100% because it was embedded in my head as a child.
Yeah, moms will let you know what they think is trashy growing up.
Yeah. Also, country music. Was not allowed to listen to country music at all.
I know,
I never did.
My dad, well, this is hilarious because I live in Texas now, but my dad's from the South, and he hates everything from the South, or at least he did when we were growing up. Like, he worked really hard to get rid of his accent. He hates country music.
I wasn't allowed to listen to it. If it was on my radio, because I remember going through a weird phase where like I listened to it, my mom would come in and turn my radio off.
It can be really terrible.
It can be terrible.
There's some good stuff, though.
And when I lived
like
in the South, I still,
singers.
like, ever since then, I never listened to it, and I don't like it. But I did live in the South for, like, 7 years.
It's ubiquitous, too.
So, I got kind of used to it. I can listen to it, for sure.
Yeah, I don't like most of it. I like some of it. I like Sturgill Simpson and Casey Musgraves, if you guys are looking for country singers.
I have no idea who they are. I feel like I've heard of Casey. I don't know.
They're having a sleepover in the pull-out couch.
Which is adorable. It's absolutely adorable.
This is Molly and me.
It sadly is. When we're together, laying in bed, and I'm the one that's taking off my pants, and you're yelling at me to not take off my pants. No, I don't think. I slept on a blow-up mattress when I was at your house.
Yeah, we live in luxury here.
Yeah. It was comfortable.
Everybody has said it's really nice.
I was fine with it.
But it's weird. It's like double height, so you have to kind of struggle to put the sheets on. That was the selling point on the box, and I was like, okay.
I'll take it.
Whatever that means.
I'm down. So, in case you're not listening or watching it, Chandler walked in on Rachel at the beginning of the episode when she was getting out of the shower, and he saw her boobies. Hence the name, The One with the Boobies. So, she freaked out, he freaked out, he ran out, she was upset. So now she just tried to get him back by sneaking into their apartment, but accidentally walked in on Joey in the shower. So now she's seen Joey naked.
Chandler, you're so funny.
He's so funny.
Phoebe's coat. People are re-wearing outfits. Very real.
That's so funny because I've never noticed that, but
And I've seen Jennifer Aniston's or Rachel's denim halter top before too.
Yeah, that's true. I've seen a couple outfits on Rachel a few times throughout the series. It's hard to tell on guys.
Chandler has to have worn the same bowling shirt a couple times though, because he's worn a lot of bowling shirts.
I was about to say, or he might just have a lot of bowling
Maybe.
So we talk about them like they're people. This is so funny. This was such a good addition to the writing in the show.
Joey's trying to put away the
yeah, but you have to watch what his mom does.
And his mom goes right up to it and folds it in like a boss, like it's nothing.
He struggles so much with it. And I think that that's such a good addition to the show. Like, whoever thought of that, because it wasn't writers. Like, it was just, like, someone added that in.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
And I think it was great, because
it
it's,
takes, like, one push and it goes right in.
Right
I love
in.
his mom, and I love... So, basically, you explained it, but Joey's dad comes to visit, and Joey finds out that his dad has been seeing a mistress for 6 years, and he's upset because he thinks that his dad has wronged his mom. But then we find out that his mom just wants everything to stay the same because he's finally easy to deal with. And I was like, that's such a great twist on that storyline, which usually ends in divorce and is kind of annoying, tedious, and overdone.
It's true. So this is another example of the show Friends bringing in an amazing new idea onto TV, which would be open marriages. And I mean, you don't see that on TV now. There's just no shows besides like polygamist reality shows, which is fine, but like whatever. But they don't talk about that on sitcoms. They don't.
Well,
talk
and
about
it's all sensationalized in the case of reality TV too. And this is just like discussed as if it's a normal thing that's happening to a regular family, or it's just not a big deal.
Yeah.
And if you watch My Five Wives or something, everyone's weeping every episode, and it's so much drama.
It is.
It's like, well, that's not working for you.
No, exactly. Then you've got problems that you need to work out.
What's the husband's name in My Five Wives?
Oh my God, I don't know. It's been so long since I watched that. What's the other
people,
show?
Like going from room to room crying.
Sister Wives.
Sister Wives is my jam.
I didn't watch Sister Wives. I did watch My Five Wives. I watched
Cody
that
Brown and the
season.
Browns. That show is fantastic.
I watched My Five Wives for a little while.
They meet up in it, I think.
My Five
It's a
Wives and
crossover
Sister Wives?
episode. Mm-hmm.
That's awkward.
Yep.
Yep, it was awkward. I think this is a cute moment. Yeah, but if you take out the fact that he's a therapist and if you don't listen to the dialogue, it's cute. Like right now, my TV is on mute, and I'm like, oh, that's cute. But I know what he's saying, and I would punch him in the face.
I feel like he's a good fit for her. Granted, I don't know her as a character that much.
I don't know. I mean, I think that he's interesting, and she definitely needs an interesting guy, but she's weird. So I think you need to balance that out with a guy that's maybe not so weird.
Yeah, probably true. That ponytail. 90s.
Her ponytail?
Her hair is down. At the very end of her long hair is a scrunchie tying the ends of her hair together.
I know. She does that a lot. She does that a lot. I hate it.
Yeah.
It makes me want to grab the end of her ponytail and pull it
out.
apart so that it tightens the ponytail.
Put her hair in a bun.
Yeah. It's funny because if this show was on TV today, it would be all like top knots.
Right? Exactly.
Because that's all people wear now.
This scene, I don't know what it is. It just reminds me of growing up. Like, the TV is the same one we had, and when I was with my family, like, this is exactly how it was. It's crazy.
Just eating pizza and hanging out.
There are a lot of moments like this in this show.
Yeah, which is why I like it.
Like, all just the old appliances and stuff.
I really like any show that's realistic fiction. I like to be able to relate to the characters, but I don't want them to be real people. And I also only like it when it's funny. So, realistic fiction comedies is my jam.
It's a very specific niche.
It is. But that's like the thing right now. That's basically what all sitcoms are.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
well, it's built around the idea that people just come home from work and want to relax and enjoy something rather than get invested in storylines and drama and stuff.
Which is true, because it's been my point this whole time is like, I love TV because it helps you escape from life. You watch it and it's entertaining enough that like you don't have to think about the shitty stuff that's happened all day. But it's not it doesn't make you invest enough where you're thinking about it all night.
I can take both. I really do like shows like this because they're relaxing and fun, but I like dramas too.
I don't. I don't at all. I do like a good reality show.
Me too.
But
Well,
mostly because
I'm pretty easy to please. I guess I like everything.
I kind of think of reality shows as sitcoms. I think of it as funny.
They have some
like,
of the
I don't
same
think,
ideas and tropes and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think of it as like real, even though it kind of
it's
is. I
probably
don't
not
think
too
of it as
real.
real. Yeah.
I missed this. There are a lot of things that I
know.
miss because I just listen to it a lot of the time. That was cute.
Yeah. Monica walked in on Joey's dad in the shower.
Yeah, I should describe it when I'm laughing about a thing.
That's so funny.
Now we're on to the next one. This is a good episode. The one with the candy hearts.
The candy hearts. Ready? And go.
Season 1, Episode 14, the one with the candy hearts.
So we did also realize kind of like a couple episodes ago that you guys can't really follow along with us because we're editing out a lot of our shit dialogue that doesn't make any sense. So
We're trying to get more toward just having the full length of the show, though. I'm thinking as we
Right.
get better, we'll be more able to just include everything.
Right. Well, also on the podcast description,
An
I'm putting
African-American
in
appeared. Sorry.
What?
There's a black woman waitress. Just shocking for friends.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't get this. What was this about?
They're trying to make him be cute.
She barely knows me. We just live in the same building.
Any contact?
She lent me an egg once.
You're in.
Oh, right.
Hey, Ross.
Hey.
Come on, Ross. You gotta get back in the game here, okay? The Rachel thing's not happening. Your ex-wife's a lesbian. I don't think we need a third.
Excuse me, can we get an egg over here, still in the show?
Thanks.
An egg?
Yeah, you're gonna go up to her and say, here's your egg back. I'm returning your egg.
I think it's winning.
Come on, I think it's insane.
She'll love it. Thank you. Thank you. Here. Go with the egg, my friend.
Think it'll work?
No way, it's suicide. The man's got an egg.
What was he going to do with it? The egg?
Ask her if she needs an egg.
Oh.
It's just trying to be like quirky.
Oh boy.
A weird pickup line.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
what were you saying about the podcast?
No,
script?
so on the podcasts now in the description, I'm putting what episodes we talk about. So even if you can't follow along with us completely in the podcast, you know which ones we're talking about, so you can watch them before or after, so you'll get what we're talking about.
Yeah, but eventually you'll be able to watch the whole thing with us once we
Yeah.
get better. And
We'll
I don't
figure
have,
it out.
like, dogs running around and how
We'll figure it out eventually. Ross does look good here.
they're both pretty charming in this episode.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's a return of the Joey mock turtleneck and suit jacket.
Oh my gosh, it is. Joey's turtleneck.
This is his
is
favorite
back.
look.
It's not great. This girl, Make Out McGee.
Well, hello. Aren't you cute?
South Bronx much? Hello.
Hello. We can't really make fun of accents because
We can't. We have
come
the
from a
worst
place with
accent.
horrible accents.
And what's worse is because I lived in South Carolina, I have like a weird Baltimorean Southern accent, and you're going to get one because you're in Texas now. So you're going to have a
Texas,
weird
the only thing is
Baltimore-
really y'all. You go in
Yeah.
other parts that aren't Austin, you'll hear more Southern accents. Like,
But we don't say that. So
has a
you're going to
Southern-
start saying that, and then you're going to come home and say y'all, and everybody here is going to look at you just as weird as everybody looks at me in the office when I walk around and say y'all. God, I just have a weird one. We do say some weird stuff.
It's more just pronunciation and vowels.
And
you can't
people don't
control
think that we do. I remember in South Carolina, I remember saying something, and everybody was like, what?
People
and I
think
was
that
like,
maybe
oh.
you have some sort of speech impediment.
Yeah. And I was like,
It's
oh,
the whole
it's
Mid-Atlantic
a Baltimorean
region, too.
thing.
Like, if you guys have ever seen Kroll Show, he does a bit called Pennsylvania with John Daly, and that's the Philly-Pittsburgh accents, but they share some common elements to the Baltimore accent. And I think that Derek Waters appears in one of the sketches, and he does the Baltimore accent since he's from here. He can do it.
Yeah.
It's bad. It is
It's
not
bad.
your cute South Carolina drawl.
We do kind of just sound like we have a speech impediment.
How you doing? And yours.
Hello!
What Baltimore accent, hon? I ain't got one.
No, we don't talk one.
I remember National Bow. I was raised in that part of town. And years ago, a friend of mine, I used to run together. And we'd go to the ballpark for 25 cents.
Can't even get to a majority vote on how to make sure women get equal pay for equal work. No wonder people are fed up with us. They wonder about us why, when all is said and done, why more gets said than gets
It's real
done.
nasally and vowely and bad.
And we tend to like just delete most of the middle of words. That's kind
Baltimore?
of because like Balmer is Baltimore, Merlin, Maryland, ambulance,
Merlin the Wizard.
Right? It's terrible.
Back at our romantic date at this odd,
to the
eclectic
disgusting
restaurant.
date where Joey
we didn't
and his
mention
date
it,
are
but
sharing.
Janice was Joey's surprise blind date.
Yes. That Joey's date brought. And Joey's date and Joey just shared a spaghetti
They're really hitting it off.
noodle.
Do you think that those are fake or real?
I need to look at them again.
I like Janice's Chanel earrings. And her Chanel look in general.
I was about to say her whole outfit is probably Chanel. That sweater looks very Chanel-y.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Your
Just
theater
almost fell out of my chair.
I'm coming around on Janice. I like her.
She's a spitfire. Her only fault is her voice, and you learn that we're not the only ones that think that later on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they might be fake.
Joey does well
Or
with the
taped.
ladies.
They could be taped.
Yeah.
Joey and Joey's date just left and kind of ditched Janice and Chandler. Joey gave Chandler his credit card, and so now Chandler and Janice are going to take advantage of that, even though they kind of hate each other.
As you would.
As you would. They're going to enjoy some more food and pay for it with Joey's credit card.
2
and
bottles
use,
of the most expensive champagne in the restaurant.
which is like a lot of money.
Must be.
In a nice restaurant, they're like $100.
So,
Just us.
oh, what a crappy night.
Although, I have enjoyed the fact that your shirt's been sticking out of your zipper ever since you came back from the bathroom.
Excuse me. How you doing?
So, do we have the best friends or what?
Joey's not a friend. He's a stupid man who left us his credit card. Another drink? Some dessert? A big screen TV?
I will go for that drink.
You got it. Good woman? Can we get a bottle of your most overpriced champagne?
Each.
That's right, each. Oh, and a Rob Roy. I've always wanted to know.
Happy Valentine's Day.
That's so funny. See, friends, breaking crowns every episode. That doesn't happen. don't just see condom wrappers, open condom wrappers, because they were torn open.
Monica's so cute in this scene.
I know. I love Jennifer's.
Oh, Jennifer.
Rachel's look in here too. I love she's so like real. She looks
And
exactly like me right now. Just like a sweatshirt, shorts,
She looks
socks,
cute,
and
yeah.
hair in a clip.
And Rachel's wearing a sweatshirt that says "The athlete of the place" in French.
Does it really?
Yeah, it says "La athlète de la place," which just means the athlete of the place.
Weird.
Yeah.
Janet. Monica went inside and called Ross so that he could talk to Janice to know that she's there. Because they're all just amazed with the fact that Chandler slept with Janice
Pretty
last
funny.
night.
Ross is taking his Valentine's Day date to Benihana. So you know that comedy's going to ensue.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever been to a hibachi girl?
I have.
Did you go
There's
to the
a
one
lot of
in
them in Myrtle?
Like off Shawan, like up in what is that area? See, I'm forgetting all my Maryland references.
No. I've never been to one here.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of places like that in South Carolina, so I went a lot down there.
Did you get
But
a shrimp
never to
tossed
like
in
a
your
fancy
mouth?
one. Never to a Benihana.
Yeah, I didn't go to a Benihana either. It's like another owner.
So he took his date to this place to have food, and who walks in? But Carol, his pregnant ex-wife, who's pregnant with his baby, with her lesbian lover. And now he has to explain that to his Valentine's date because they get seated at their table. It's an awkward wave.
The girls are having a ritual burning.
Oh,
of
yeah. So
possessions
for
of their
Valentine's
exes.
Day, Phoebe suggested that they do a ritual where they burn all of their exes' things. They had no foresight to think that burning things in a trash can in
a
living
small
room
New
would
York apartment
cause any issues.
Oh my lord!
So, what's on Rachel's shirt? I know it's a girl,
It's a
but like,
pinup or something.
Is it from something?
I don't know. It looks familiar.
It does look familiar.
I think it might
Or
just
is
be
it-
like a vintage pinup, though.
Yeah, maybe. That's cute though. I would buy that shirt. Phoebe straight up looks like a witch right now.
I know. I was gonna say she has the look down.
And I don't know what's going on with Monica's hair.
Monica's dressed down, but still has red lipstick on.
That's true. That's how they roll on TV.
I love Rachel putting grappa on the fire. Have you ever had that?
No. What is it?
It's like the Italian answer to vodka. It's really, really strong, like basically grain alcohol. And my uncle's always pushing it on people at parties because he's Italian.
I would probably like it. I like vodka.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Is
Sorry,
it?
Sorry, Italy. You guys are cool, right?
Yeah. Don't tag Italy if you tweet about us.
The official Italy account.
We've already probably said a couple slightly offensive things on here, but we're not famous, so it's okay.
Oh, he did catch a shrimp in his mouth. I missed it.
And Carol and Susan were pleased with him catching a shrimp in his mouth.
Yay! His date is perfectly fine, but it's not going to work out because of the distractions.
So Susan has to leave because she got called away because of work, leaving his pregnant ex-wife, who's pregnant with his baby, sitting at the Benihana table by herself and looking she looked very distraught. So now Ross is super distracted because he has some feelings for her still, rightfully so, and feels responsible to help her out.
This is one of those horrible blind dates where you're like, should I go? Or this is getting weird.
Yeah. Tinder was awesome. I went on a lot of dates, and you meet a lot of people. And I mean, I had some good dates on there, and I had some bad ones, but like I
Yeah.
said,
I mean, you got to have
hit
some
up a
bad
Starbucks,
ones.
have a plan, My escape plan was always our first date was at Starbucks, and I would tell them before we left that I had to be somewhere in an hour, but that I could meet them at Starbucks for a drink. So then you go to Starbucks, you have a drink. They're not going to buy you another drink like they would in a bar. And you already told them that you had somewhere to go in an hour, so you can leave. Or you can say, hey, never mind, I think I'm going to cancel. Let's
You
go.
sly dog.
Let's go have a meal, or let's go get a drink if it works out.
Cut you off to say how much I love Janice saying that Chandler's love for Janice is like a foghorn. And then she proceeds to imitate a foghorn saying her own name. It's really great. More leopard. Your theory might be proving correct.
What, that it's trashy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if
I
it's
don't
a
think
theory.
Janice is trashy.
Is she rich? Is that the idea?
Janice? No. I think it's just her look.
Ross and Carol are closing the restaurant.
Which it kind of like makes the audience feel weird things because like you're like, could they get back together? Does she kind of want him, or does she not? Or are they just friends? Or like what's going on? Makes you feel weird watching.
It's a little bit odd. God, I loved this joke though.
I know.
Him
So
putting his head on the grill, and he comes up and there's a mushroom attached to his head. Because when he put his head on the grill, I was like, really, buddy? Can you hold in your Ross a little bit just in this moment? And then it kind of bites him in the ass.
Yeah.
You're Rossing too much.
You're
Get a handle of
Rossing.
your Ross.
That's our new verb. We just made up a new verb. You're Rossing right now.
If you are wandering around with a puppy dog, sad puppy dog look in your face and pining over some girl, doesn't have any idea about it, you're Rossing too much.
You're Rossing.
We have a lot of t-shirt ideas, guys. If you want t-shirts, let us know. I can design them.
T-shirts. So like if we actually get fans one day, we'll make t-shirts because we have a lot of plans.
So many ideas for t-shirts.
Your
More ideas for
Rossing
t-shirts
right now
than podcasts.
is going to be a t-shirt.
Oh, is there an extra bit in this, or is that the end of it? Yeah, there is, with the firemen. So this was awesome, too, because during after the fire breaks out with the girls in the apartment, they call 911 and firemen come. And, of course, they're swooning over the firemen. The firemen leave. The girl's like, oh, finally, we met some great guys and firemen. And then the firemen are going down the stairwell, and they said, did you tell him you're married? He's like, no, I didn't tell my girlfriend that either. I was like, nice.
Oh, good one.
I think that's a cool frenzy type thing of like turning a typical moment on its head and revealing the truth about what would really be going on there.
Oh, but yeah, about like what really happened.
Come on, he's
real
not
life.
perfect.
Well, my story, I can tell my story about my nail lady.
Oh yeah, you'd have to tell that. It's way more
Because
interesting.
I've got a good story. So I've been seeing the same nail lady for 3 years. 3 years. Any women out there that get their nails done regularly that are listening to this, you understand the connection I had with this lady. You don't trust anybody with your nails, especially when you go regularly. And on top of that, I mean, if you think about it, I saw her more than I see, like, most of my family. So we had a repertoire. And I called. I haven't been in 3 weeks. I normally go every 2 weeks. I haven't been in 3 weeks because I went to Austin. And so I had to, like, time it out, right? So it's been 3 weeks that I called. I do get my gel manis. And I called her on Friday. I called her.
This is coffee talk, after all.
It's coffee talk. I called the place on Friday to make an appointment with my beloved Cindy. But no. Christy, the receptionist, answers and she says, I'm sorry, Cindy, her husband, her sister, and her sister's son, my nail lady's nephew, who all work there, have left. They don't work there anymore. And I was like, what? And she was like, they left. They don't work here anymore. Can I schedule with someone else? And I was like, I don't know. I'm going to have to call you back. And I hung up and I had to process it. And then I started to panic. I didn't know what to do. So I spent the whole day researching new nail places that were around me and what their ratings were on Yelp. And I texted my nail lady and asked her where she went and what happened. So while I was waiting for her to text me back, I called my cousin because my cousin goes to her too. And I was like, when was the last time you went to see Cindy? And she said, last Saturday. And I told her what happened. And she was like, oh my God, here's the story. So she told me the story. So my cousin said apparently she is like doing research to buy a house for them because they were looking to buy a house, and my cousin's a realtor. And so she found out that my nail lady has like a bunch of judgments against her and hasn't been paying on a house. And there's like all this drama going on about my nail lady that I never knew about. And so we didn't know what would happen. We kind of thought she skipped town or something. I don't know. But then later on in the evening, she texted me back and she said that she just quit. Like they quit.
They all quit at once.
They all quit. And she'll let me know when she gets another place. But I had to go get my nails done. So anyway, so I spent...
Girls gotta do, am I right,
girls
ladies?
Gotta do it.
Halfway through, I sounded so cheesy. It's like, that is not something that I say in this life.
Girl talk. So anyway, I spent all day researching nail salons, and then I got excited, and after work, I went to 3 different nail salons and got pamphlets, and then I went home and evaluated the pamphlets.
Took this seriously.
I did. It's a real hard part of my life. I take my nails really seriously, guys. Listen, it's like when guys, like men, have, I don't know, like their car that they're obsessed with, so they do extra things for their car.
Your nails are like your Corvette.
My nails are my car.
Yeah.
Like, I don't do a lot for myself. I get my hair done every couple of months. Other than that, I buy really cheap clothes, but I get my nails done. I take pride in my nails. I get them done. They're very long. Everybody thinks they're fake, and they're not
beautiful.
fake. I have beautiful nails.
You don't want someone to mess them up.
I don't want anyone to mess them up, and I trusted her with my nails. But so I did learn something about myself. I have not dated in a long time. I've had a serious boyfriend for a little over a year, and before that, I dated like a handful of guys. But in high school and college, I was a pretty big player. I dated guys for a couple weeks.
Not to brag or anything.
Not to brag or anything. I dated guys for a couple weeks, and then I would break up with them. And I realized that I still have that personality inside of me. Because by the end of the same day of me being completely traumatized by this experience, I was kind of like, might be good to start over.
With the new nail lady or with the new boyfriend?
You know.
Oh, okay.
No. Not a new boyfriend. I'm happy with my boyfriend. But with a nail lady, I was like, well,
why not try someone new for a while?
Why not try someone new for a little while? It could be fun.
That's what life's
now
about
I don't
anyway.
even know if I'm going to go back to her. If she texts me, I might not even go back.
The whole situation is a little bit shady, too.
It's so shady.
So if you find somebody that you like, she didn't tell you that she was leaving.
No, she didn't. It was really awkward, though, because I'm friends with her on Facebook. So today, when I took a picture of my nails after I got them done, I couldn't post them to Facebook. I only posted it to Instagram because I was like, what if she sees it and comments on it? She likes my shit. She likes and shares my shit on Facebook. So
they both do. They're very active on Facebook.
They are very active. So they would have seen it.
So I'd like to start a new segment tonight on the podcast.
Okay.
It's going to be called What's on the Back Page of the Austin Local Paper? We'll just read one or two. Okay. This is one that's in the back page every single time. It's just harmonica lessons. So if you want to learn how to blow into a piece of metal and make one sound, you can call 512-619-0761.
Go get some harmonica lessons.
Provided you're in Austin, and maybe he does lessons on Skype. We'll see. Let's see. What else is there? It's really good.
You might have just given him one person's business.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Where did you hear about us? Some
The TV Guides podcast.
The TV Guides podcast. Haven't you heard of it?
The TV Guides podcast. They talk about the back page of the Chronicle. Second, I'd like to talk. If you're looking for an apartment in the area, you. I can't even read these with a straight face. These are not, okay. I'd like to stop and say, these are not jokes. These are real ads.
I can see her. I can see her reading it.
Yeah, I'm definitely reading it. If you're here, you can find one of these and read it yourself. Although this one is a few weeks old. So if you're looking for an apartment in the area, we all know how hard it is to find an apartment in Austin that's affordable and in a good location. You might want to call Ron John, the apartment mon, M-O-N.
Oh my God.
And his description is...
Stop it.
The dreads are fake. The deals are real. And if you want to get in touch with Ron John, call 512-293-7443. All right, guys. Let's see if we can find one more good one.
The dreads are fake? What
You
even does
you
that
must
mean?
wear a dread wig or have dread weave or dread extensions.
But what does that mean? Who has dread extensions?
And finally, and this is the best one, we'll keep it to 3, although I could read all of them and you guys would be interested. This is in the Chronicle every week as well. This is a repeating ad, and it's Portraits. P-O-O-R-T-R-A-I-T-S. And the subtitle is Unflattering Portraiture. And the description is, I will draw you. I'm not promising quality. $10 a head. Let me draw your face. And if you want to get your face drawn in a poor way, Google portraitsforyou.tumblr.com. And that's it for this new segment called The Back Page.
I really want you to go get your face drawn and then post the picture on our website.
Girl, it's $10. I can draw my face poorly for less than that. I'll give myself a deal.
I think you need to do it. I'll give myself a deal. I'll pay myself $5.
Oh, man. Anyway. Thanks so much for listening, guys, to our 7th podcast. Yeah, how about that? Where can they find us? You can go to our website, www.tvguidespodcast.com.
Yep. And pretty much from our website, you can find everything else. You can also find us on iTunes, and now they're all up there for you, and you can listen to them all from the beginning. I don't suggest you doing that, but you can try.
Yeah, start with this one. This is a good
or
one to
start with like 2 from now.
Yeah, start with the 50th.
Yeah.
We'll tell you guys now. The 50th is going to be a good one.
It probably will be a good one.
We have to do something special for like a milestone episode, like the 50th one.
Yeah. Okay. I'm down with that.
We'll figure it out.
But yeah, so find us on iTunes, subscribe to us, like us, comment. Nothing negative.
Nice. Thanks, honey.
All right. So we'll see you next time.
Make me lose you. Got me running off the stage just to get back to ya. No one ever thought that we would go on. I just had to make us so long. I ain't tripping up for no one, no. And these girls, they are so fine, but the only one I'm loving is mine. I just tell them I'm taken. Baby girl, you got me on lock. I got everything I need right here. I got everything I need right here. I got everything I need, everything I need, everything I need right here. I got everything I need right here. I got everything I need right here. I got everything I need, everything I need, everything I need right here. You and me were meant to be. Going on without your girl, I could never see. All you ever show me was your loyalty. Say you can have my name, girl, you're a part of me. Girl, you're so bad, yeah, I want ya. You're looking like the summer, lightning to my thunder, and together we can make a world wonder. No one ever thought that we would go on. I just thought I made us all. from the heart. I will never walk away from who we are. You want the world, so I take it to the stars. Take it to the stars. Take it to the stars. You're the only one I'm loving from the heart.